Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's Power Up series by TopStep. I'm Ron Bro, CEO. Thank you for joining. Today's topic, we're going to talk about best practices for resource views in NetSuite OpenAir. Managing resources in a professional service organization is very important. Managing resources means being able to update resource schedules as well as real-time visibility into utilization. In OpenAir, there are several ways to manage resources using different views, with each view having a specific purpose. So let's take a look. The first view we'll take a look at is the booking list view. This view allows you to see all the booking details and be able to move columns around and customize your view. You can also filter this view to pull up by job code or by project or resource, by dates. Pretty much any element of the bookings or the project information can be filtered here. This view is a great view if you're looking to make mass changes to your bookings. It's not a great view if you're looking to see who's available or who's utilized or underutilized. Where else we typically see this view benefiting is if you've decided that who your trainer is going to be, as an example, and you want to come in here and grab your trainer bookings for this particular project and come in and do a bulk update to swap your trainer. So here you can come in and say our trainer is going to be Bill, and we can come in here and quickly change Bill. So this is one use case. The other way is if you're mass converting your booking type. So if the booking type started as requested and you go in and you updated Bill to be your trainer, and then you go in and bulk update confirmed booking type. So this is another way to do it. The other way I see lots of use cases for this is to be able to bulk move bookings. So we do this today at TopStep when we get brand new projects and I book my potential resources and the project pushes. This happens often. So I can come in weekly here and say, I'm going to push my bookings for this particular project out in increments of 7. So 14 days equates to 2 weeks. I can push out all the bookings for a particular prospective project out 2 weeks using this bulk action option. So those are the three. The fourth actually is to bulk delete. So let's say that same prospective project is in my pipeline. We've got some prospective bookings. But then the customer ends up deciding not to move forward. I can come in here and then we can bulk delete those bookings to clear out the data. So a fourth option for what we see most use case for this view. The next view we'll take a look at is the worksheet. So when we run into customers that don't have OpenAir, and some that do, we often find they are managing their bookings in a worksheet. Not this worksheet, but an Excel worksheet. So this is the OpenAir worksheet that allows you to basically go in and customize this worksheet so you can see it by week or by month, by day, and you can see it by project. And a customization here comes under the settings. So we can come in here and you can see all the different options. You can filter it and change the number of weeks, months, however you want to change that. Let's update this to 2023, see if we get more data. We don't. But basically here, what we can do is you can come in here and you can override the hours. So where we see this view being used is basically adjusting the hours. So a lot of times we'll start off with, let's say, 80 hours of work, and we'll say we're going to start on this date and end on this date. So it'll peanut butter smear those hours over those weeks. But then I'll come in as we get more details, and I'll come into this worksheet view, and I'll start updating those weekly amounts. So maybe it's going to be heavy up front, and then light in the middle, and then heavy at the end. So you can start to move those hours week over week, month over month, day over day in a spreadsheet type of grid, and then hit save, and boom, you've saved your changes. And so this is, the best case for using this worksheet view. And although I'm only pulling up one resource. Now, this you can pull up entire projects or clients or departments and make all your changes here. So you can see multiple users in this view and across multiple projects. The chart view, okay. The chart view is a great view for quickly seeing availability or utilized resources. So if I want to quickly see, I can use this color coding to say green is available. I can see if they've got time off. I can see if they're either confirmed or tentative. And I can quickly scan across here and see looking for green. I can see that Bill's got some time this week for the 24th. I can see that he's got some tentative bookings, Gary does, for these weeks. Also hovering, you'll see pokes up the details underneath. As long as the trick to the hovering is you have to be set to a daily level for it to work. And so this is a great view for just quickly identifying availability, quickly seeing who's overscheduled. So you can see here these little poke ups on top of these charts. That means they're over 8 hours a day or whatever their standard work schedule is. And now I can say I can drill down from this view and drill into the details, and then I can make my changes. So again, a good view for resource managers. Quickly, you can filter that view by department, by job code as well, and be able to then adjust your view and see if you've made any changes. The last view within the resource module is the planner view. This is the newest of all of the views. And what they did here, they really tried to combine the chart view with the, let's jump ahead here so we can get some data. There we go. They really combine the chart view with the list view. And what I mean by that is I can come in here and I can highlight here. Let me clear my filter. Now I can come in here and look at this weekly, monthly, or daily. I can quickly see where I've got utilization availability, where I've got utilization challenges. So for example, I can see Mark is overscheduled, but I can see Bill's got availability. And this legend here can tell you what you're looking at. Also, obviously gives you the percentage of utilization. This is looking at the hours over their work schedule and doing a quick calculation for that period. So if it's weekly, it's looking at the weekly calculation. If you change this to monthly, it'll look at the monthly calculation. Again, you can customize this view. I can drill down from here to see what is Mark working on that's causing my problems. So I can come in here. You can actually, when I say it combines the list view, it gives you some bulk action options similar to the list view. So can come in here and use the checkbox and bulk action. You can also drag and drop here in this view. So I can either drag the view here. I can also just drag the end, the start of the end. So that's also available as well. And then when you're done, you just hit save and it will save your changes. The other nice thing about this view is you can drag and drop. So if I wanted to say this Red Rivers, I'm going to move this to Bill because Bill's got availability and Mark does not. I can come in here and drag this to Bill. Now I've added Bill, and if once I hit save, it'll now refresh my page and it will now show Bill. Let me refresh. There we go. Now the numbers have refreshed. Now Bill has the hours. Now Mark is no longer overscheduled for that week and everyone's happy. So nice to be able to drag and drop across, not only drag and drop the schedule, but also drag and drop across resources. The other thing nice about this view is you can look at this from a client perspective and a project perspective. So this is nice to be able to see at the project level at the user level, but at the project level, I can now kind of see a Gantt view of my resources. So who's working on Quinn Consulting, who are my resources, and how are they staggered across the project. So this is a nice view just to validate we've staffed the project correctly and we're covered from the start to the end of the project. So we're going to leave the resource module and go to the project module where we're going to see the view available within the project, which everyone will know is the project center. Now this is the actual latest view that OpenAir has been investing in, and they've made a lot of significant improvements in this view since it's been released. And this view allows you, the beautiful thing about this view is you can look at this, you can get a lot of really good information from this view. For example, with this actuals turned on, I can see in the past the actual hours and in the future the bookings. So I can see, I see Kelly is booked into the future, and I can see there's hours, the kickoff that have been spent already by Mark. And then I can see Mark is also scheduled in for the future as well. So this view allows you to see actuals in the past, future, and also allows you to inline editing. So it combines the worksheet, but you'll also notice when I clicked inline editing, it's showing me availability. So Mark has no available hours the week of the 22nd, and he's got 6 hours the week of the 29th. So I don't have to be looking at Mark's availability. All I need to do is be able to, I can see everything right here. Also, you're looking at this in hours, right? We've got booked hours, time hours. You can also look at this from cost and from dollars. So if you're doing T&M billing and you've got costs stored, you can actually see the costs as well as the dollars from invoicing in this same view. So again, it's giving you lots of different answers to lots of different questions. You can also, because of this, you can do inline editing. So now you can come in here and update the booking type. You can swap resources. So if I wanted to swap Mark, I can come in here and change the resource to pick a different resource. I can also do a search based on advanced search. So I can come in here and do a search. So lots of different functionality into this project center. So those are the best practices that we're seeing for using the different views in OpenAir for resource managing. Thank you for joining this month's Power Up series. We hope you learned something new and appreciate you following Top Step. Please join us on LinkedIn or visit our website for more information. Thank you very much.